guys, so I wanted to do this fun but more wearable look for you today. I figured since St. Patrick's Day was right around the corner, I would do a kind of fun green look, and this is the one that I came up with. It's a couple of different color greens, and I actually put a little bit of gold in the center just to kind of amp it up just a little bit. And also on the lips too, I used the same gold in the middle of my lips just to kind of give a little bit more dimension and shine. So I will zoom in so you guys can see the look. Alright guys, so if you want to see how I did this look, just keep watching. So to start this look, I am just going to take Painterly Paint Pot from MAC, and I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to bring this all the way up to the brow and spread it all over the lid. And then just take a little bit and bring it underneath the lower lash line. And I also haven't put on any foundation or concealer yet because I'm using some loose pigments that have a tendency to fall out, so I figured I'd just do that after to avoid making a mess of my foundation. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take Junebug from Sugarpill, and this is a real pretty dark green color. And I'm going to be using my Sigma Blending E25 brush, which is just like the MAC 217. I'm going to take a little bit of Junebug and put it into the lid and just pack that color right into the brush. And then I'm going to put this color right on the outer corner and start blending it inward. But I'm not going to take it all the way in, I'm probably just going to take it about halfway. Next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. flat shader brush, and I'm going to be using this color right here, and this is Tipsy from Sugarpill. And again, just taking some of that color and packing it into the bristles. Tap off any extra, and this is going right in the middle of my lid. And I'm going to blend that right into Junebug. And then going in again with the EB25, I am just going to blend out the edges of that into Junebug a little bit better. And I did not add any product onto this brush, just what was left from before. The next color I am taking is Overslept from Glamour Doll Eyes, and it's this real pretty kind of lightish green color. And I'm going to be applying that with a flat shader brush. This is just a no-name brand. And I'm going to take a little bit of that color and place it right in the inner corner and blend it up into Tipsy. And I'm also going to blend it up into Junebug as well. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mixture of MAC's Humid, which is this green color, and Plumage, which is this bluish green teal color right here. And I'm going to be taking my C139 brush from Crown Brush, and I'm just going to mix those two colors together and place that in my crease just to kind of darken it up a little bit, but not too much. Next I'm just going to go in with my Low Cornell brush, and I'm going to be using this matte color from Inglot, and this is number 350. And it's just a skin tone color, and I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight and to blend down the green. And then again, I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of Junebug, just because it went down a little bit further than I wanted it to, and just kind of blend it up a tiny bit so it matches the other side. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be taking this color from Inglot, and this is AMC Shine number 24. And I'm going to be applying that with my C431 from Crown Brush. I'm just going to apply that right in the inner corner and kind of blend it up into Overslept. Alright, next I am just going to take a little bit of Goldilocks from Sugar Pill, which is this real pretty gold color, and I'm going to take a tiny, tiny amount onto my S225 from Crown Brush, like a very, very little amount of this color. And I'm going to just place that right in the middle where I put the lighter green color. And next I'm going to take MAC's Tarnish Kohl Pencil, which is a dark green color, and I'm just going to line my lower waterline. And then I'm going to take my C408 Chisel Shader Brush, and I'm going back in with a little bit of Junebug. And I'm going to place this on the outer corner and bring it in about halfway on the lower lash line. And then going back in again with Tipsy with that same brush. And I'm going to bring that right in the middle and towards the inner corner. Right, next I'm just going to tightline my upper waterline and put on some winged liner, mascara, and lashes. And the lashes that I'm using are the Ardell Demi Wispies, which look like that. They are shorter on the inner corner and then longer on the outer corner. So they kind of have a flared look to them and they're really pretty. So I am going to do that and put on my foundation and clean up my face a little bit, and I'll be right back to show you what's on the rest of the face. So for my bronzer, I'm going to be using my Benefit Hoola Bronzer and my C104 from Crown Brush. And I'm just going to contour. And for my blush, I'm going to be using Mocha from MAC, which is just kind of a warm rosy color. And I'm applying that with my C427 from Crown Brush. And for my highlight, I'm going to be using MAC's Vanilla Pigment, and I'm applying that with the Sedona Lace FB05. And for my lips, I'm just going to be using MAC's Shy Girl. And then in the middle of that, I'm just going to take a little bit of Sugar Pill's Goldilocks again. Alright guys, and that's the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate it. If you would like to, make sure to follow me on Twitter. There I am at AliciaD372. Alright guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.